Well, this is part 3 of me making my homemade diesel fuel again. So as you can see, we pumped all that raw motor oil up through that bed sheet and drained down under gravity down into that 330-gallon tote. And you can kind of see all the crap that the bed sheet has caught. So the next thing we're going to do is use a wet dry vac to clean out what's left in that bed sheet. Take the funnel off. We're going to take what's left of this sludge on the bottom of this tote and vacuum that out. And I'm also going to finish cleaning the top of this tote off and also vacuum this tote out. And I'm going to use my big pump with a 20-foot hose to pump this old stale gas into this mixing tote and pump the oil from that first filtered stage motor oil into this tote. So I just use an old wet dry vac, and if you're wondering what the pants are for, as you're vacuuming the sludge on the bottom of the totes, little droplets of oil comes out the back of this wet dry vac. And if you don't have like a rag covering it, it will splatter on your walls. So the pair of pants kind of catch all the little droplets that come out, and also anything that blows to the ground that goes on those pair of pants. But see, that's when you do a lot of vacuuming out of these totes. So to vacuum all the sludge from like the bottom of that tote, that tote, that tote, and that tote, that's what it does. They do make a screen that threads onto these to catch those little droplets, but I don't have one, and so I kind of improvise with some redneck technology. What also works really good is just taking a sock and zip tying it on there. That works also really well. So let's get this bed sheet cleaned out. And that's about it. Now you don't have to get it perfect because it's just going to get dirty again. You don't have to replace the bed sheet every time. Now it's time to grab the extension and start cleaning up this mixing tote. I pumped some out of it and my vacuum is full. And what I do, instead of taking the lid off, I put an empty bucket in front of it and just dump it out. Just like this. And what I do with the sludge, I pour it into an empty tote so I can refine more fuel out of it. Once this tote is full of all that excess fuel, I'm going to pump off only the top half, all that clean fuel, after all the dirt and crap settles to the bottom. And all that dirt and crap that settled to the bottom of this tote, the last stage, I'll either take it to a recycling center or I'll drain it out. I'll use it to burn the brush and old logs. And when that fire is hot enough, it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of water in it. It just burns it all up. This way I have very little waste at all after everything is said and done. Okay, all the vacuuming is done now. I'll be honest, that's pretty much the hardest and messiest part of making diesel fuel. So I wiped down the vacuum cleaner. I put on a pair of pants. Pants I had, I put in a bucket to get rid of later, and I used them to wipe the floor. Before I leave, I'm going to spread some kitty litter to make sure everything is cleaned up good. So now I'm going to get ready to take this empty tote of raw motor oil out and use my machine to bring a full one in.